In a lush, forgotten valley surrounded by towering cliffs and ancient trees sat a peculiar volcano named Vumuu. But unlike other volcanoes that roared and rumbled with fiery tempers, Vumuu snored. Yes, every night without fail, Vumuu let out great big snores that echoed across the valley. Humph, grew, pft. It shook the leaves, made birds flutter, and sent fruit tumbling from trees. But the strangest part? Vumuu had never erupted. Not once. Not in 1,000 years. In the nearby village of Pebble Crag, everyone was used to Vumuu's snores, except one curious boy named Niko. Niko wasn't scared of the volcano. In fact, he believed Vumuu was trying to say something. "Volcanoes don't snore without reason," Niko whispered one night as he watched stars twinkle over the valley. Maybe it's dreaming. The next morning, Niko packed a satchel with coconut cakes, a bamboo flute, and a notebook. Then he began the long climb up the side of Vumuu. As he climbed, he noticed something strange. The higher he got, the more plants grew, bright ones, glowing ones, even blue orchids that hummed. Finally, at the very top, Niko stood at the crater's edge. But instead of molten lava, he saw a giant face carved into the rock with a mossy mustache and two closed stone eyes. "Hello?" Niko called softly. The volcano let out a long, rattling snore that smelled faintly of cinnamon and smoke. Niko sat and played his flute. A gentle breeze whirled around him, then a soft huff escaped the crater. The stone eyelids fluttered open. Vumuu blinked. Then, in a slow, thundering voice, it said, "Was that music?" Niko nodded. "I thought you might like it." Vumuu smiled. "I haven't heard a melody in centuries." "Thank you, little one." Niko laughed, excited and unafraid. "Why do you snore so much?" Vumuu let out a smoky chuckle. "Because I dream. I dream of flying whales and glowing beetles, of laughter and lullabies. I hold it all inside so I never erupt and disturb the world below." "Maybe," Niko said, "you don't have to hold it in. Maybe you can share your dreams with us." So the boy returned each night. And each night Vumuu shared a dream. The volcano created glowing steam clouds that shaped stories in the sky. Dancing dragons, magical turtles, shooting stars that waltzed. Soon, villagers climbed to watch. Tourists came with blankets and cocoa. The valley lit up with wonder. And from that day on, Vumuu became known not as the volcano that snored, but the volcano that dreamed aloud. A moral of the story: even the loudest or strangest among us may just be holding in dreams too big to keep inside. All they need is someone to listen.